name is Antony Hequet, and I am a poet and a composer. So I'm currently working on a transmedial art project. Transmedial means we're associating different art forms with Nadine Rennert, who is a visual artist from Berlin. So what do we create? Nadine and I have decided to call what we're creating a manga opera, incorporating music, poetry, masks, banners, large ink paintings. So that's the original meaning of opera. Now it's begun to mean something serious and Wagner. But in fact, it just means a theatrical musical work which incorporates all art forms. This opera in particular is created in order to integrate harmoniously in natural settings along the water. Why did we choose Patreon? Very simple. Having the support of patrons allows us to make our art without having to deal with the commercial aspects of art making through the other types of circuits. So on top of it, our collective poetic actions, this is what we call the moments where we come with you and collectively make some sort of offering. These are all based on generosity, which is the opposite of commercial. Our art is about honoring the marvelous gifts of nature, all that this abundance that we have around us that was created so that we play in this wonderful garden. So we endeavor to give something back with our presence, with our voice, with our art. That is why our performances are always free. So they are made possible by the generosity of people like you who decide to become patrons. And why do you do this? Well, because you believe that what we're doing is interesting and that it should exist and that you would like to be a part of making it possible. The vision. So what are we doing here? What are we working on? What is this all about? We believe that art has a very important role to play, touching upon our emotions, stirring up what's buried inside of us, and beginning a process of awareness, bringing forward a new awareness. So we chose water as a symbol, and the gyre in particular. Why did we choose this? What does it mean? Water is the element which connects everything that's alive on the surface of the earth. When we look for a planet where we may one day go, the first thing we look for is water in the liquid form. Water symbolizes many of the qualities that we're going to need in this world today. Persistence, flowing, adapting to the circumstances, no matter how hard they are. Sensitivity, responding, and connecting with the unconscious, the unknown, the buried part, the mysterious, the wisdom, which doesn't go through logic. The spiral, the vortex, the gyre, all that flows in these forms. Well, what exactly are you supporting here? What's the plan? Well, what's going to come out of all this? What is it going to look like? So our plan is to wander along the Rhone, all the way from its source up in Switzerland in the Haut-Valais, down to Geneva, down to Lyon in the center of France, all the way to Port-Saint-Louis-du-Rhône, which is the delta of the Rhone on the Mediterranean. And we will, of course, choose specific locations along the route, in nature mostly, not exclusively, to perform our manga opera. So your support is financing this endeavor. And so let's look a little bit in some detail, superficially, what that means. Well, there we will have to buy supplies with painting, recording, so forth. We will need tools and services and transportation and the like. We will pay collaborators. We will have a sound engineer. We will have people editing videos, hopefully for us, if we can afford it. So we may dedicate ourselves to our part, which is creating and performing And for this, we will, if possible, if we are able to have enough of a subsidy, we will pay ourselves a modest salary so that we can dedicate ourselves to the art and make this as beautiful and interesting as possible. And that's what you would be supporting with the financial part. For the participative part, please refer to the written text, and this you will get much detail about how you can become part of this adventure above and beyond your generosity with funds. So thank you for your attention, and see you soon along the road.